Hi, this is Matt from Modern Samurai again, and today I wanted to talk to you regarding the book that I've just about finished. Now, it's been a bit of a struggle. It's been a bit of a bumpy road up and down to try and get this actually finished and out. But we're in the final stages now, so hopefully within the next few weeks we should have it out. We should have it live. We should have it published, and it should be available for you guys to buy. Now, the reason that I'm doing this video is just because I wanted to talk a little bit about the motivation behind it, really. I mean, if we look at the genre of, if you like, the Bounce of Dorman book, there are loads out there. You know, there are some really good ones, and then there's a few terrible ones as well. But some of the ones they're very egocentric. They're about a certain individual, and they tell a story about a very hard man living a very hard life. And that's not the story that sort of I wanted to tell. What I'm trying to get across is basically the realities of the job. Not just today, but how it's been over the years. And I wanted to talk about more than just the violent aspect of it, and more than just the confrontation. I mean, it gets a bit tedious and boring if I just regale you with stories of how I beat up this person or how somebody else beat up that person, and that's not what it's about. There's violence in the book, of course there is. There's stories that do look at that aspect of the job because it's part of the job, but that isn't the focus necessarily. Yeah, the whole thing is really a study in the mundane as well. To be honest, the whole thing, some of the ups, some of the downs, some of the joking things that happen, some of the very serious things that happen. It's a point on a generation as well. The whole thing is if you like, my journey through in the most honest way that I can put that across. And then I think to myself, well, what on earth am I doing even attempting such a thing? If you go back many years ago when Geoff Thompson released Watch My Back, I mean, I was straight on that, all those years ago. As soon as it came out, I read it, and then I read it again, and I've gone back to it time after time over the years. I mean, it is a fantastic book. It was an incredible insight into an up till then thoroughly misunderstood and world that most people didn't get an insight into. So not only that, but Geoff really managed to bring to the fore the world behind it, the thought process behind it, the psychology of it. I mean, he really explained things in a way that resonated with your man in the street. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those where some of the things that he said at the time really sort of opens your eyes to a lot of different things. So I mean, that was an absolute moment, and from that point on, I've read a lot of Geoff's work, and I'm a huge fan of his books and the things that he's written, and and not just that, but as an inspirational character, as somebody that came from nothing. I'm sat here now all these years later just about to put my book out there in the hope that people will be interested in reading it, and that really is a lot to do with when Geoff put his out, because he showed that with the right attitude and perseverance and having a story to tell, then anyone can do that. Anyone can make that happen. So all these years later, I'm still in awe and gratitude for Geoff Thompson and the things that he did. That's not the only book. There are others. You've got Bouncers, which was a book by Julian Davis and Terry Curry, I believe, and they did a series of interviews with various door staff over the years and bouncers and things. And again, that was a great insight. And then you start looking at Working with Warriors, the Dennis Martin book. Again, a fantastic book, an absolutely fantastic read, and it really brought you into the lives of the people that were involved. People like Gary Spears, who I never met, but the stories that came out from that, they showed you the man, and it was a fantastic read, and I can only hope that the things that I'm writing may just touch upon that, not be on a level, but even get close to that. Just to be in the same sort of ballpark would be an honour and a privilege. So when we look at some of the best books of the genre, Okay, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that mine will be up there and in that, and it's a different thing. It's not written about hard men. I don't class myself as such. I'm just a person that had a certain amount of skill through training and dedication, and had to make a living. And so while I was doing that, this is where you encounter the stories and the things to say and the people that I've met, and all of those things are in the book. So I'm really looking forward to the launch. I'm really looking forward to getting that out there and getting people's views and hearing what people think about it. Whether it was a good read, whether it was engaging, whether it was worth it. Well, it was worth it to me anyway, because the process alone has been a great experience. So it was definitely worth doing, and I just hope that you guys enjoy it. So my book will hopefully be out very, very soon. It's called Modern Samurai, and it looks at not just the nightclub world. It looks at security as a whole, and I hope you guys will read it and let me know what you think.